I remember walking into a room filled with people old enough to be my senior, professionally and biologically. I had not even sat down yet, and one of them looked at me and said, "Boss, how old are you?" The room froze. I froze. And in that single awkward moment, I learned something nobody teaches you. Leadership does not begin when you get the title. Leadership begins when the moment someone doubts you. When you're a young leader, something shifts the moment you step into a room full of older employees. You don't just feel new, you feel small. Because everyone there has lived through things you haven't. They have dealt with bosses before you. They have survived structures, leaders who came and went, policies that change every year. And suddenly, you, a young leader, walk with your plans and confidence. And they look at you with a mixture of curiosity, skepticism, and a bit of humor. It feels like they're thinking, let's see how long this kid's lasts. Here's what most young leaders don't realize. Older teams don't resist you because they don't like you. They resist because they've been hurt before. They have seen leaders break promises, leaders leave abruptly, leaders push change without explanation, leaders who knows better but understands nothing. So when you arrive young, energetic, full of ideas, full of ambition, they don't see innovation. They see danger. Not danger to the company, danger to their identity. Because their experience isn't just knowledge, it's pride, it's dignity, it's who they are. In the beginning, I made things worse. I came in like a typical young leader, fast, confident, data driven, ready to fix things. So I redesigned workflows, I questioned old processes, I challenged habits that had existed longer than I had been alive. And I thought I was being innovative. But to them, I was just being disrespectful. One day, I presented a beautiful deck, KPIs, system, roadmap. I was really proud of it. I ended with any feedback, and the room went silent. Not the neutral kind, the heavy kind, the kind that say, we're not with you. That silence hurts more than any disagreement. Then something changed. We were in a heated discussion about an operational issue. We kept arguing in circles, and suddenly I stopped. I took a breath and I said, your experience is longer than mine. I want to understand your perspective. Please help me to see what I'm missing. And for the first time, the room softened. Their eyes changed, their tone changed, their posture changed. In that moment, I wasn't a young boss. I was the leader who respected them. And that was the moment trust began. Not because I got older, not because I became smarter, but because I'm human. From that turning point, I learned three habits that transformed how older teams responded to me. Habit number one, honor their experience. Older teams or employees don't need you to flatter them. They need you to acknowledge the decades they carried before you arrive. So I change their behaviors instead of, here's the new way. I ask, what has worked well for you over the years? Instead of, this old system is outdated, I ask, why was this system chosen originally? Instead of, let's replace this, I ask, what must stay the same to protect what you build? Honoring experience does not make you weaker. It makes the team stronger. And when they feel seen, they stop resisting and they start helping. Habit number two, clarify everything. Older teams don't fear change, they fear confusion. Because confusion is instability, and instability is disrespect. So I learned to explain change clearly, why we are doing this, how it affects them, what will improve, what will stay the same, what support they will get, how success is measured, what the timeline is, how we will communicate updates, and the more clarity I give, the more confidence they have. Clarity became my leadership currency. Moving to the last habit, which is be consistent. This is the most hardest habit as a young leaders. Older employees have seen many leaders talk big and deliver small. They don't trust words, they trust patterns. So I made consistency my foundation. If I said I follow up, I follow up. If I said I fix something, I fix it. If I said I listen, I will listen every time. Consistency is how young leaders earn credibility. And credibility is how young leaders earn influence. So I still remember there is one team, older, traditional, tight-knit, who resisted me the most. They questioned me everything. They rolled their eyes at my ideas. They dismissed my new style. They challenged me every week. There were days I felt exhausted, days I doubted myself, days I wondered whether I was the wrong person for the role. But I stayed consistent. I honored their experience. I clarified everything. I show up again and again and again. Months later, after a successful big project, the oldest member of the team, the one who challenged me the most, and the hardest one, of course, put me aside and said, Boss, now I understand. You didn't come to control us. You came to work with us. That moment changed everything because I didn't just win their compliance, I won their trust. And that is far more powerful. So, here's what I learned: age matters, experience matters, but characters matters more. Older employees don't need young leaders to know everything. They don't need young leaders to be perfect. They don't need young leaders to act older. They need young leaders who honor their past, clarify the present, stay consistent about their future. Seniority is not about age. Seniority is about character. And yes, young leaders can lead older teams when they communicate with respect, clarity, and courage. This is Nicholas Joy. Thank you.